Right, you ready? Hello everyone, today in C I am with my sister. You have no idea how many takes this has taken just to get this said. I am with my sister and we are going to do the judge a book by its cover sort of tag video. Sarah reads a little bit, but she doesn't read that much at all, so this is going to be pretty interesting to see what she comes out with. We have got some books on the list as well that you're all going to know, and she isn't, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of storyline she comes up with by the cover. Yeah. Okay, so the first book we've got is You're the One That I Want by Giovanna Fletcher. You're the one I want, you are the one I want, ooh, ooh, ooh. Honey, I had to. You can't call a book that and not sing the song. Right. What do you think that's about then, from the cover? A girl. Oh, she has to decide which bloke she wants. But she moves to the big city. And then she's like, I met this guy and then I met this guy. Which do I stay with that guy and be a safe option, or do I go for the crazy one that I actually really like? Is that your answer? Yeah. That wasn't too bad. Really? Yeah, that wasn't actually too bad. This is about a group of 3 friends that have been friends from primary school, and a girl and 2 boys, like it shows you on the cover. So there's a love triangle. They have a love triangle, yeah. But then she ends up getting with the guy called Robert. But Ben, the other guy, really likes her, but he's too shy to say. Okay, and has done for years and years and years and years. They met each other in primary school. Stop looking like that. It's all cute in primary school. Okay? Go for Robert. She ends up getting together with Robert, but basically the girl Paris, Ben. Robert and Ben should just get together. Just throw it in the mix. Right, okay. They all go on a school trip to Paris. They are older than a school trip to Paris. Yeah! And let me get the story out! And that's New York in the background. Ben really likes Maddie, but Maddie likes Robert. Do you get where I am now? Yeah. Right. On a school trip to Paris when they're a bit older, Maddie and Robert kiss, and that is when Ben finally wanted to just tell Maddie that he actually likes her, but then he sees them kiss, and then he thinks it's a bad idea. She then ends up, getting together with Robert, and they're going to get married, but it's, does she marry Robert, or does she actually want to be with Ben? So your synopsis wasn't actually that far off. Well, to be fair, cover, it's pretty self-explanatory. It gets more difficult. Do you fancy reading it? No. Okay. The next book is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. You've read, well, no, you half read Fangirl and didn't like it. So terrible. You're gonna lose me subscribers on this channel by saying that. I love it, people. It was so terrible. Okay, let's go off Fangirl. Okay, what's Landline about? That's Landline. What's Landline about?
2,000 years later.
A landline. Expand. She. I'm guessing it's a girl. Okay. Just because it seems to always be a girl. Okay. That really wants a hands-free phone, but can't afford a hands-free phone. Okay. And has only got a landline, and that means every time she has to call someone, because she doesn't have a mobile. Every time she has to call someone, she has to go to the landline. And then eventually someone destroys her landline, and then she's got no contact with anyone. And then she eventually just goes to Orange and buys a phone. Not sponsored. Yeah, not sponsored. Right, okay. That was pretty good, right? You're not even close. But that was interesting. That was quite hilarious. This is actually about a married woman who is a TV reporter, and her and her husband and the 2 kids all want to go to see their family over Christmas. Her job stops her and she can't go, but her husband and the kids go. Mm-hmm. Okay? She then goes back to her old family home, and where her old bedroom is, and in her old bedroom she finds a old landline, and she rings the landline to her husband. 'Cause it works. Well, yeah, you still get landlines. What's our thing downstairs? Yes, but if you haven't lived in the house in years, they'll probably cancel the phone. God. No, the mom's still there.
Oh, well, if the mom's there, that's fine.
She hasn't just randomly broke into her old childhood bedroom. She rings.
Yeah, she rings her husband from the old phone.
From the old phone, yeah. To find out that this phone is actually ringing a husband from the past.
What?
So it's the same guy, but it's from when like they first got together and stuff, and they're having conversations from when they first got together.
That's a copy of the film.
Will you stop prodding my shoulder?
That's the film the film with the mailbox, and he opens the mailbox, but the card never meet. But it's one from the past and one from the future. There's a mailbox.
Is she not thinking of Doctor Who?
No. Right, I'm gonna Google. Bear with. The lake house? I assume it's the lake house. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, if you know what film
The
she's
Lake
going on
House?
about, like, please comment below. If it is the Lake House, great. If not, then comment below what you actually think she's talking about, because I haven't got a clue. You know it.
Look, mailbox.
Well, this is about a phone, not a mailbox.
Same principle.
Right, are you back? You back? You're back. Right. So, from that synopsis, that's pretty much all I'm saying. But from that synopsis, would you read it?
No. I don't like the author.
Are you going to read any of the books I've got on this list, do you think?
I don't know. Depends what's up next.
Up next is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. They will all know what this book is about. So let's see what you come up with. There is the cover. You all know what the cover looks like anyway, but I'll just put a picture of it.
Right, so I'm going to say this is fantasy. Because... looks it.
Because of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so I think this is metaphorical. Thorns, obviously, the hard times. Roses, obviously, the good times.
Okay.
That's all I got. I literally...
Nothing else at all.
Well, it's a
You
girl.
want to make something up?
It's a girl. What's that war called? The War of the Roses. Is it a bit like that? And she looks blankly as if to, what is that? Yeah, I'm gonna say she's a badass. She has, look at her, she is a badass, right? She is a badass. She's like, ain't no man gonna define me.
You just like knocked my nose out.
Right, so, as I was saying, she's a badass. And her. And ain't no man gonna define her. She's fighting through all the bad guys to finally get the one she wants. Bit like speed dating.
You've changed A Court of Thorns and Roses into speed dating. That's possibly the weirdest thing I've ever done in my life. Right, okay.
Yeah, well, no, because the thorns are all the not very nice people, and then she gets that.
Okay, so let's see where you come from with that.
Roses is plural, which confuses me.
So is Thorns.
Yeah, but there's a lot of bad guys. I'm not saying there's a lot of good guys. But there is. That sounded bad. There is.
Clearly no good guys, people.
But she finds the one she wants. I don't know where a court comes from. She murdered someone? That's how it all began? She married the judge? I don't know.
Married the judge. No, Sarah. What would you say if I told you this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling?
You have told me that before, but I didn't know what it was called. And that is absolute rubbish because she's wearing black, not yellow.
It's not a literal, like...
But to be fair, roses still shouldn't be plural.
Sarah.
Am I right or am I right?
Are you going to listen to the synopsis? You ready?
I don't know, right? Should I guess the synopsis now? You've told me that. A girl who loves to read finds a house, well, a castle, in the woods when she gets lost. Oh no, a dad goes first.
When I say it's a retelling, I don't mean a direct Beauty and the Beast. She hasn't just completely copied Beauty and the Beast. This is about, as you all know, but she doesn't. This is about a girl called Feyre who is human and she has to hunt for her food. She ends up killing a wolf, not knowing that the wolf is from the Feylands, like fairy, that kind of thing. Okay? Are you with me?
Bit like Enchanted. You've got like a land of fantasy and a land of real. Yeah.
Simple terms, okay. She then goes back to a house, but then this other wolf from this world goes to get her and says she has to go with him or she's killed. It's that either or. She has to go to the Fey world or she's killed. So she goes to the Fey world, meets a guy called Tamlin, who lives in like this big house, and she thinks she's going to be kept there and things, but actually she's not. She's just left to do what she wants to do. Like, there's no capture or anything like that, okay? But then...
Not gonna lie, I blanked out through half of that. Carry on.
Oh, Sarah, man. These people in the Feyland are also wearing masks, and she soon finds out what the masks mean. There's a queen called Amarantha, alright?
Mm-hmm.
She's bad. She don't like humans.
Mm-hmm.
She then kidnaps Tamlin. Shit goes down.
Humanist.
Yeah, humanist, okay? Are you kind of getting the idea? It's quite hard to explain. You just need to read it. It's actually a really good book. Isn't it? It's a really good book.
Mm-hmm.
Would you read it?
No, I can't stand fantasy.
How many fantasy books have you read?
None.
Okay, the next one is The Selection by Kira Cass. This is also a series, it's just behind, they're pretty much the same covers, but they've got those girls on, okay. The Selection by Kira Cass. What's it about, Sarah?
I've got it. I actually think I know it. I don't know this one, do I? Right, so...
No, you seem pretty happy with this idea, so let's hear it.
So, she is a princess, next in line to the throne, but she falls in love with a guy who is not royalty, and she has to decide whether she wants the throne or whether she wants to marry this guy because her parents don't approve of this guy because he's not royalty.
You make it sound a bit like Romeo and Juliet.
No, because Romeo and Juliet, there's two houses. Both of them are rich, actually.
I know, but
Well-
it's like forbidden love, isn't it?
Yeah. She's probably got a sister with magic powers who's actually the next in line to the throne.
It's not Frozen!
Is that a retelling of The Little Mermaid?
No. So what's your answer then?
What a hell of a dress.
Your answer is she's...
In a palace of rivals, only one can win his heart. His heart? His heart! The Bachelor! It's The Bachelor!
What
But do
happens
they
in
like
The
fight to
Bachelor?
the death?
What's
Is
happening?
it a bit more extreme than The Bachelor? Well, you've got to fight for his heart, so you've all got to get through each round, and then the winner's the last girl
And the
standing.
rounds are...
Brutally.
No, the rounds are called...
The selection.
The next round's called...
The elite.
And the final round...
The one.
Yay!
Nailed it, but, just to make it more exciting, right?
She's just going to change the
each
storyline
round-
now, just for herself.
Yeah, because, let's face it can't just be like, oh, I don't like that one can get scored just like the TV show. It can't be like that. It can't be, right? So each round, the
Guilty
girls,
pleasure read this one, really.
the girls die. And it's the last girl to not die.
So you're basically turning into like The Bachelor meets the Hunger Games. That's pretty much what you've done there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cancel Hunger Games out.
But that's so much more exciting. No,
But
does anyone die?
there is wars and stuff like that and battles.
So
and
people
so on.
die. What a
Yeah,
pointless-
but not like Oh no, wait, no. Yeah, yes,
Does the main character die?
no. You were quite good at that one though. I'm quite proud of that one. Would you read it?
Actually, I probably could read that.
It's a series. You have to read them all.
No. That whole book is on one round. That whole book is on round 2. That whole book is on round 3.
Oh yeah.
And there's only 3 rounds.
Yeah, but you deduct loads of people out each round.
Personally, too choosy. Should just have the Playboy Mansion. Been so much quicker.
This is my favourite book of all time.
That looks terrible.
Clues in my YouTube channel name, so let's see what she comes up with here. Somehow she doesn't know anything about it. I talk about it enough.
I don't listen.
Clearly. Of course, Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
What's it about, Sarah? I'm going to do specifically this cover, because
Right.
obviously there is a lot of covers for it. But
I have actually
specifically this
thought
cover.
about this one, right? So, I'm assuming Anne of Green Gables is like, she's in charge of a place. So like, not in charge of a place as such, but like, you know when you get like Anne of Cleves?
Okay. What's your answer then? Go on, go for your answer.
Right. Oh! Oh!
Light bulb!
Oh! Does she create like a fantasy world? A bit like the Bridge to Terabithia?
I'll see where you're going.
She,
You seen a bridge, didn't you? You seen a bridge on the cover on my Bridge for Terabithia. Bridge to Terabithia.
No, I see like, no, that's not where I went actually. I see like her like... And she basically got an awful life, so she creates a little fantasy world in her head. That's really sad. This is what this is about, by the way, so...
There is one element you have kind of got right.
Does she draw?
That's really specific. Maybe does she wear blue shoes?
No, she
don't
doesn't.
know.
She wears black shoes because it's on the cover. See, she doesn't even pay attention. Yeah, I think it's about a girl that creates her own little fantasy world.
Okay, right. Do you want me to tell you?
Mhm. Gonna be worse than mine.
It's about an orphan girl called Anne who goes to live at Green Gables. Not Annie.
Come on.
Goes to live at Green Gables.
You can't do that. You could have changed the name a little bit more.
Sarah,
A little bit
it's
more.
not the same at all. There are no other orphans. She doesn't go to like an orphanage or anything like that.
Okay. She goes to Green Gables instead.
Yeah, she goes to Green Gables, which is a really beautiful place and I need to go to.
So start again.
This is about a girl called Anne who goes to Green Gables. She's an orphan, but Marilla and Matthew, who live at Green Gables, adopt her, basically, and she stays there. But they originally wanted a boy, they didn't want a girl, but when they get to know Anne a bit better, they...
Why is it always they want the boy?
Yeah, I know. They actually love it a bit and they let her stay. The bit you kind of got right is Anne has a really, really crazy imagination. And she creates lots of stories and she is a very happy person. But the thing is, she looks really, really happy on life. Like, she makes every single negative into a really, really crazy positive. Like, she's very good at that. And we'll basically just follow her through her school life and making friends and her life at Green Gables. And she's also really mischievous, so she gets into a lot of trouble. That kind of cute little story. And yeah, I don't want to say much more, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You're not going to read, are you?
No.
Everyone and their grandparents need to read this book.
It's not my kind of book.
It's
She
really
needs
cute.
She needs to turn
It's
into like
so
a badass
cute.
and go like kill a load of people.
No! There's so many other books as well. There's so many more Anne books I need to read.
Like the Biff and Chips. Anne of Green Gables goes to the zoo. Anne of Green Gables goes to school. Anne of Green Gables learns how to tie her
Can I
shoelaces.
just say that wasn't Biff and Chip either. That was Topsy and Tim.
Well, Biff and Chip. Oh, that was the magic key, wasn't it?
Yeah. Did any of you read their books, by the way?
Best book.
Just wondering.
I didn't get very far down the series. You had to be a smart reader to get to the black.
So I flew through the magic
Did
key
you get the
books.
black?
I was reading like these kind of books in like year 2.
I was still on like the red.
That was the lowest one. So you wouldn't read Anne of Green Gables, no?
No.
No, I give up. So out of those books, out of the 5 books, how many would you read?
None.
You said you might read the selection.
Yeah, but then you said I had to read all 3.
You're so lazy.
I'll get a book for you. Right, do you know what Dark Places is about?
No.
Right, I'll go and get that one.
Oh, we're doing it. I've got to say what that's about.
Yeah.
It's literally just got words on the front of it. It doesn't have any pictures. It's got to have pictures on. I can't just do it from words.
Yeah, you can. So I've got one for you, right? This is Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. She hated Gone Girl, but I absolutely loved Gone Girl because I did not get the twist. Even though it's a lot more obvious in the film than it is in the book. But I am busy reading this at the minute. I haven't finished it, but I have seen the film.
Oh, no trouble.
I have seen the film, so I do know what it's about. I do know the ending. I do know the twists and turns of the book. Well, the film. But I would recommend this. What is it about?
Well, it's a bad home because there's lies in the house.
You could say that.
Is it about like a knackered up marriage? I'm basically going into Gone Girl.
No.
Okay, is it... Right. I think it's quite a creepy house because those are quite creepy. I think it's a bit of a creepy house. And there's one of the people in the house that aren't saying something. So, like, is it kind of like a murder mystery?
Sort of, yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah, sort of.
Nailed it.
So there's a girl. There's a family of I think it's 5. I think there's 2 sisters, a brother, a mum, and
A dad?
dad. Possibly not. I don't know if the dad's there. I can't remember anyway. But basically, this is in the past. Like a murder happens. The brother and sister. No, the sister dies. One of the sisters die, and the mum dies. Oh no, 2 sisters die. She's got 2. There's her, and then there's 2 sisters, and then there's the brother. I think, and the 2 sisters die. I could get this so wrong. And then the mum dies, but the brother survives, and everyone thinks the brother's done it. So the brother is in prison. But then...
I still got this right.
Oh, no, you haven't. All these years later, she's run out of money and she needs money. And this person contacts her, who's part of the kill club, it doesn't believe that her brother killed the family. So he's convinced that it's not true. It wants to get to the bottom of who actually killed the family. And basically, it's them trying to find out if the brother did do it or if anybody else did it. And if you haven't seen the movie, I would watch the movie. Chloe Moretz is in it, and she is a badass character, and she's a character you love to hate. I like it. It's got a really good twist in it.
It sounds quite good. It does actually sound alright.
So would you read it?
Yeah, I actually would. 1 book you've said, and I will read it. I've given you 5 and you won't read any of them.
Would you read my Doctor Who collection?
No, I don't like Doctor Who. Anyway, that is it for this video. Have you enjoyed the video? Have you enjoyed doing it?
No.
Would you do Collab Me again?
No.
It's going well. If you want to see another collab video with Sarah, let me know, because that
Obviously would
be fun to do again, even though I want to strangle her right now. But yeah, it's been good fun. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. All my social media links are in the description below.
We look like flipping. What the?
In the description below. And I will see
Leave a comment if you want.
Yeah, leave a comment if you want. She's on it here, isn't she? And I will see you all in my next video very soon.
Bye!